Hello everyone, this is Bob Womack. This is the last day of March of 2011. As you all know, I've been fighting the San Diego Trolley to retain my job back as a code compliance inspector for the trolley. Let me give you first my email address, and this is lowercase r Curtis, C-U-R-T-I-S, Womack, W-O-M-A-C-K, @yahoo.com. And the reason I want to do that is that I want you to contact me, and you'll see why in a few minutes. As you well know from my last video that I took 2 polygraph tests to prove my innocence on the accusations that have been leveled against me against Avalon Home Care, also against the San Diego Trolley, William Burke, Larry Savoy, Mary Jane Greenland, Lynn Barham, Dave Adams, and Frank Amesqua. I've taken now another polygraph test, so I've taken 3 to prove my innocence, but yet the trolley refuses to acknowledge them. In the first 2, the first one was about asking for my union rep, and it definitely showed that I did ask for it, and it was denied. I did tell the union president to file a grievance, and he failed to do so. I believe he failed to do so because of the orders from Burke, Savoy, and Amesqua. In the second polygraph test, I proved that Amesqua did use strong profane language during my interrogation on May 4th, 2007. In his testimony at the arbitration, Burke totally denies this. He also says that I did not tell the truth about leaving a voicemail for Avalon Home Care. Again, the polygraph test proves that he lied. On the most recent one, it was very important to get this on the record. As you may or may not remember, I was accused in April of 2007 of phoning Avalon Home Care and telling them that I was a San Diego police officer and threatening them with their business license and all kinds of other false accusations. So when I took the last polygraph test, I wanted to be sure that we put that in there. And in the polygraph test, it does say that I made no phone call to Avalon Home Care. Did I receive one, or did I ever make one to them? So the statement from Avalon Home Care in Carlsbad, one of the worst places that you could have for a caregiver to come to, is not true. Also on here, I have proven that both attorneys, both Rod Betts and Brenda Casper, made false declarations, if you will, to the court. And Mr. Betts has lied several times to the courts. And the firm that he represents, of Paul, Pelvin, Sullivan, and Connington, again, the most corrupt law firm you've ever wanted to deal with. In this last one, it also tells you that Mr. Burke told me there would be, I wouldn't be fired and there'd be no disciplinary action. That answer was yes. Mr. Burke denies that. He says in his testimony that he never said that to me, and we know that's a lie. We also have lied on a declaration of Lynn Barham, July 19th, 2010, where Barham states that he called me and I said over the phone to him, according to Barham, that I lied about the house and about having any house to live in. In my polygraph test that I have, it strictly says that I never received any phone call from Lynn Barham. So Barham lied under oath also, and Barham lied in the declaration. These are the things that I'm bringing to your attention because it's very simple, is that this entire matter has been made up by the trolley, especially Burke, Savoy, Amesqua, Barham, Greenland, and Adams. One of the other ones is I was accused of bullying patrons. In other words, I forced patrons to do whatever I wanted, sign tickets, go to jail, whatever it was, admitted something that they didn't do. In the testimony for the unemployment, attorney Brenda Casper, who works for Mr. Betts, says that I bullied people to fit my own means, which means I made him do what I wanted. The polygraph says that's not true. There was never one patron complaining against me about any of the duties I did for starting on my 3rd year there. So the question I want to bring to your attention is that the president of the association failed under orders, I believe under orders from Burke and Savoy and Amesqua, not to do a grievance. That's a violation of your union rights. With the 3 polygraph tests that I have, showing everybody that I have not done anything wrong with the company, nothing, and the company refuses to acknowledge it, just shows you the corruption of the company. Also the fact that it says, if you remember, you received a memo from Paul Jablonski. He's the CEO. And in the memo dated November the 30th, 2010, Jablonski says in here that, that our accounts are not used for grants to get money from the federal government. Well, we know that's a lie also. He also states that Sandag is the one that do the counts. In a interview with the San Diego Union, William Burke told the reporter that anyone who says that they have to get 1,000 count is a liar. He also made the statement is that we don't do counts for any reason. And when the reporter asked him what it was, he says, we just do them. We don't do them for any reason. Well, she didn't find that very truthful, so she said, well, if you don't demand your employees, your code compliance inspectors to bring 1,000 count, why is it then that they are required by your statute? And she brought in the two pieces of the rules and regulations for the standard operating procedures of the San Diego Trolley that it says you are required to bring 1,000 count. Now, on August 31st, 2007, I received a memorandum from Eric Gallardo and one from Frank Amezcua. And Gallardo says, it says, failing to achieve the 1,000 count patron counts or asking for assistance will result in disciplinary action. So here's a memo to Frank Amezcua written by Eric Gallardo, and I know that Gallardo is no longer there, telling people that you have to bring in 1,000 count. If not, there's disciplinary action. So then my question is, how can Paul Jablonski write a memo saying that we understand you're not going to hit that and it's okay? Basically, he's telling that it's okay. You do realize that the 1,000 counts that have been happening is done for grants. There's much more to know. Please, I need everybody that was fired from the trolley to contact me by email because we're going to plan a class action lawsuit. And the question that you're going to want to ask is, why is it that the company will not recognize the evidence that I've submitted to them to show that Burke, Savoy, Adams, Barham, Greenland have all lied? It's up to you guys to help me because I can help you with the same thing. Remember, we want to do a class action lawsuit. Thanks. We'll see you next time.